Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of NBA The Show. I'm your host Justin Zumoff, and today we have some interesting topics on the board. Today we will be discussing how Stephen Curry and the Warriors win their 11th straight game.
Timeout with 6 at 5. Curry for the lead.
How the Sixers find a way to get their first win against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the Sixers have done it. The Philadelphia 76ers have won their first game of the season.
Why Dwyane Wade is still an elite shooting guard in the NBA.
Here is Wade, but a hit. We'll have another opportunity right here. Yes!
And part 3 of Overrated or Underrated.
Here's Isaiah Thomas.
What the Bulls want to do, they want to run.
The timeout, the wall dang baseline.
There's a nice drive.
Let's check it out. Dwyane Wade is not the same Dwyane Wade, aka Flash, we know and love from the 2005-2006 NBA season. In my honest opinion, I feel he's a better shooter now than he ever was before, shooting an amazing 53% from the field and 35% from behind the arc, which is a career high. Wade is still one of the best shooting guards in the NBA. Point production is up from his last few years because LeBron James was taking most of the shots over his 4-year era as a Miami Heat. Before LeBron and Bosh came to Miami, Wade was averaging 26 points per game, and the year before was the scoring leader of the year and averaging 30.2 points per game. Now at 32 years old, almost 33 years old, Wade is still a major threat. Now posting up numbers like 5.7 assists per game and 3.5 rebounds per game. LeBron James may have left his team and Wade's numbers went up, but his numbers and shots per game have not. Just playing 32 minutes a game and taking just under 16 shots a game. On an end note, I not only take Wade because of his offensive load, he is an amazing defensive player. Over his 12-year career, Dwyane Wade is averaging a block per game. Now let's check out some of Wade's career highlights. Let's check it out.
Standing ovation for the Heat. They're pouring it on here.
Oh my, that's Dwyane Wade at his most versatile.
Look out, Adebayo the pick and roll, blocked by Wade. This is good if it goes. Yes! That is one heck of a quarter.
Wade putting the move on Davis. Here is Wade. Yes! The rookie Dwyane Wade has given Miami.
Wade splits the defense in with it. Oh!
Wade with a slam.
What a finish. And a tomahawk slammer.
Wade behind his back, pretty play, spinning shot off the glass.
He is unbelievable. I don't know what other adjectives to use. You just knew that shot had a chance to go in.
Dwyane Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao.
Wade, what a play! Wow. Oh, wow!
Not a good matchup right here for the Heat.
Thomas,
Yes,
Wade with a steal, with 2. Wade puts it up for the win. Yeah, baby! He did it! Dwyane Wade! One of the great moments, one of the great plays made by one of the game's greatest players.
The Warriors extend their winning streak to 11 straight wins, which is the most consecutive wins this season among any team. Also tied for Warriors franchise record for most consecutive wins, the Warriors are 3rd in points per game, 3rd in rebounds per game, 1st in assists per game, and 7th in points per game allowed. The Warriors are at 16-2 this year. Then the next best team is 15-4, a differential of 2 games in the loss column and 1 in the win column, and a game and a half back. With the best backcourt in the league between sharpshooters Curry and Thompson both shooting over 41% from behind the arc this year, we can easily see why this team is such a threat, including other notable players on this team such as Maurice Spates, young star Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, Andrew Bogut, Andre Iguodala, and David Lee. bad news for the Warriors is over the 11-game win streak, they beat teams like the Nets, Hornets, Lakers, Thunders, Heat, Magic, and Pistons, all teams who may not end up over 500 this year when it's all said and done. With upcoming games against the Rockets, Mavericks, and Grizzlies, we will see if the Warriors team can keep this streak alive. The 76ers end the losing streak at 17 to start this NBA season. With Michael Carter-Williams being out the first 7 games of the season and with Tony Wroten injured, the Sixers got lucky beating the Timberwolves 85-77 in Minnesota. It was not a pretty game at all. The Sixers shot a dismal 39% from the field and 20% from behind the arc. The Sixers did not make one 3-point shot until the second half. I honestly feel the Sixers got lucky versus a team that's not that great, yet missing 3 of their best players in Rubio, Pekovic, and Kevin Martin. Now the question is, with losing their last game to the Thunder, how long is this new losing streak going to last? This Sixers team has talent nonetheless, but is Brett Brown the man who's going to expose the talent? Not sure. I would not be surprised if they fire Brown, hire a more developed coach, and bring in some talent to this team, whether it be trades, bringing guys up from the D-League, or even looking at possibly remaining free agents. Other than those options, the Sixers better hope and pray for a good draft pick next year, possibly a lottery pick. Now let's check out some highlights from the Sixers versus the Timberwolves Wednesday night, December 3rd. Check it out.
A huge difference that they knocked some more down. Sims drops down the bucket. Rebound sets up the Sixers in transition. Michael Carter-Williams able to get it to go. Turnovers. Michael Carter-Williams, the Syracuse product, the other Syracuse product on the floor right now. Layup as a result of the turnover. Henry Sims with the throwdown. Carter-Williams able to take it the other way, and the Sixers have a couple more points off another Timberwolves turnover. Michael Carter-Williams goes up to a dozen points. Michael Carter-Williams dropping it through. Carter-Williams for Hollis Thompson underneath, gets a roll, and Philly back on top by 3. J. McDaniels, the corner 3 with the answer. Philly retakes the lead. Carter-Williams. Noel running the pick and roll, and nobody picked him up.
And the Sixers have done it. The Philadelphia 76ers have won their first game of the season.
Hello everybody and welcome to part 3 of Overrated or Underrated, where we discuss all the players in the NBA and personally would break down 5 players and determine whether they are overrated or underrated. You guys as the fans have every right to leave a comment below saying whether you feel the same way, and you are entitled to your own opinion. Coming up first on my list of former Sacramento King, now playing for the Phoenix Suns, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas' numbers are down from last year, but with other shooters on your team like Bledsoe and Dragic, I am not surprised. Being the main scorer in Sacramento, we would see why he was averaging over 20 points per game last year. As we check out his stats to the right of me, he is now averaging 15.5 points per game and only taking 10 shots per game. Not bad numbers at all. Only 2.4 rebounds per game, we can't complain because he's only 5'9". And 4.1 assists per game, while shooting an impressive 43% from the field and 39% from behind the arc. He is a solid point guard and shooting guard in this league. That being said, Isaiah Thomas comes on my list as underrated. Next up is one of the most improved players so far this year, and you guys probably guessed it, Jimmy Butler. With minutes up from last year, and so is every stat on his stat sheet, Butler has put in a good word for possible most improved player of the year. If we check out his stats, he is averaging 21.6 per game, putting up 14 attempts of shots per game, with 5.6 rebounds per game and 3.5 assists per game, while shooting 49% from the field. We can see him being compared to elite shooting guard Dwyane Wade. Taking all this into a factor, Jimmy Butler is... Guys, I'm waiting for where's the paper? Oh, okay, there it is. Underrated. Coming in on third on my list, not in third place, but still in third, is Dwyane Wade of the Miami Heat. Ever since Dwyane Wade left the Bulls, his numbers have dropped. Injuries could be a factor, and playing time can also be a factor. This year, he is only averaging 13.6 points per game and averaging 4.7 rebounds per game and 1.3 assists per game, which is just awful numbers and not a great replacement to LeBron James. Yes, Dang is a defensive presence, but offensively he is not at his prime and will continue to slip. Only positive number I can pull from his stats is 47% shooting from the field, which is not bad at all. Putting all this into account and together, I know he could do a lot better, and he is on my list as overrated. Monte Ellis. This man is a threat and a huge offensive threat. Defensively, not so much. One of the smallest shooting guards in this league. I won't blame Monte at all though, with numbers like 20.7 points per game and 4.8 assists. Who says small guys can't ball? He has always been an offensive threat, but with the Mavs, I feel he finally found a home where he's meshing with Dirk Nowitzki. Also shooting an amazing 46% from the floor this year, which is in the top 5% for shooting guards who are scoring over 20 points per game. Monte Ellis is underrated. Coming in last but not least on the Lakers is Jordan Hill, which is the second worst team in the NBA. Nonetheless, does not matter for Jordan Hill, who's putting up career numbers this year, shooting an outstanding 49% from the floor. Is the first of Jordan Hill's numbers I can just brag about. Averaging 13.7 points per game for a center is not bad at all. He's also grabbing 9.5 boards per game and dishing out 1.6 assists per game. Pretty numbers for Jordan Hill, who I already thought would be successful in this league coming out of college. And this is why he is underrated. Thank you guys so much for checking out this brand new segment of Overrated or Underrated. Also, that being said, we are going to sign off for this episode and can't wait to see you guys for episode 8. Please take 1 minute to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow on Twitter. Peace out, guys. From South Florida, I'm your host, Justin Zuma. Take care, everybody.